How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a good day so far. My name is James, bringing you another A1 Edgefinder video. If you're familiar with the channel, you know that every Friday we take a look at the top buys and top sells in the A1 Edgefinder, our market scanning software. If you are interested in getting the software, you can do that in the link in the description. Use code A1YT for a major discount on the product. But let's just go ahead and jump right into it by taking a look at the market heat map first. And the market heat map shows us the biggest movers of the day. So the darker the blue is the stronger the buy, and the darker the red, the stronger the sell. And again, these are the biggest movers of today. So our top 6 movers to the upside are US oil, German 30, UK100, SPX 500, gold, and USD ZAR. And the top 6 movers to the downside are CAD JPY, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, AUD JPY, NZD JPY, and US 10-year. So lots of yen pairs selling strong today. Now let's take a look at the Scorechart Summary. And here we can see a list of all of the different assets that we have in the Edgefinder. And again, same thing goes, the stronger or the darker the blue, the stronger the buy. And the darker the red, the stronger the sell. And we can see up here, these are all the different metrics that we take into account. And this is getting updated every 15 to 30 minutes or so. So you're getting very accurate real-time information on all of these pairs. So our top buy of the day is USD TRY with a score of 5. And our top sell of the day is GBP AUD with a score of -6. And now if you're not familiar with the videos and you're not sure what the difference between the Scorechart Summary and the market heat map is, and you're thinking, well, how come US oil was the top blue over here and USD TRY is the top blue over here? Well, the market heat map, like I mentioned before, is the biggest movers of the day, whereas the Scorechart Summary is taking into account lots of previous past data and making a prediction of what it believes is going to continue to move in this direction. So over the past couple days or the past week or so, USD TRY has been trending upwards strongly according to the software's data that it pulls in and its predictions, and so it believes that it will continue to move towards the upside. Same thing down here with our sell GBP AUD, same thing goes for that. Whereas the market heat map is showing you the strongest moves of today, this is showing you the strongest moves based off the metrics that we score. So let's go ahead and jump right into our top buy, which is again USD TRY. Here's a free Discord channel every Forex trader should join. You get access to daily trade ideas, market scans, and market coverage for what's happening in the Forex world today. See what professional traders are thinking on things like GBP JPY, gold, and Euro USD. And the best part, it's totally free. Click the link on this video and it will take you to a Telegram chat with one of our team members. Send them the word apply and we'll get you in the free Discord shortly after. And here we are on the USD TRY page. Give this just a second to load in. There we go. And like I said, we have a score of 5. We can see that here with our little speedometer. Score of 5 is a pretty strong score, not a strong buy, but still a buy bias. And we can look at the commitment of traders data or institutional trader data. And we have that listed for you right here. And so we have the US dollar listed at 81.82% long and 18.18% short. That is what institutional is trading is doing with the US dollar. We can look at retail sentiment right next to that. And that is 13% long to 88% short, so almost the exact opposite of what is going on in the institutional trading section. Seasonality, listed right here. And our current year average sits at 0.8, last 5-year average 0.01, and the all-time average sits at 0.1. And we can see, historically speaking, there is a dip leading into July and then a rather large jump. That's consistent with the 5-year average and the current year average. Trend reading. This just means whether or not the market is moving up or down respectively. So with a score of 2, the USD TRY pair is trending upwards respectively. And GDP growth, inflation, unemployment, and interest rates, we have scores of -1, 1, 1, and -1, and we can look at those charts right here. So GDP growth for TRY, or the Turkish lira, is 1.2%, while inflation sits at 78.62%. GDP growth for the US dollar is -0.9% compared to 9.1% inflation. Unemployment in Turkey is 10.9%, and interest rate sits at 14%. And the US unemployment is 3.6% with 2.5% interest rates. Last thing we're going to take a look at is the daily chart, daily price chart. And we can see here that we have our 4-day, 7-day, 14-day average and today. So I'll zoom in on that and let you get a good look at this. And keep in mind, this does go back for an entire month. So we can see here it goes back to June 30th. And today is July 29th. So down here is a breakdown, a written breakdown of all of the metrics that you see here. Gives you a more of an explanation if there's anything that you don't quite understand. So you feel free to pause the video and read this here if you would like. It'll, again, for each of these metrics up here that we're scoring and giving percentages and analysis to, this breaks it down in a written summary for you so that it's a little easier to understand. And then we also have our news section here, which if you have the Edgefinder software yourself, this is very, very useful. You can see news events, what country they're in, what currency it affects, and its predicted impact on that currency. So that's something to look forward to if you're using the software. Now let's go back to the Scorechart Summary, take a look at our number 1 buy, which I believe is, yep. Oh, this has actually changed from when I started this video. Like I said, this is getting updated all the time. So CAD is actually our strongest sell now. So let's take a look at that with a score of -8. So here we are on the Euro Canadian dollar page, and we have a score of -8. Strong sell bias here. We're pretty much red all the way down the board except for COT data, which is neutral. But yeah, this is a strong sell here. So let's go ahead and look at that COT data. We have the euro. Oh, excuse me, not right here. Right here. We have the euro at 45.08% long, 54.92% short, and the Canadian dollar at 54.31% long and 45.69% short. Retail sentiment score of -1. Retail sits at 71% long and 29% short. Seasonality, here we go. Let's look at the current year average real quick. We have -0.02. The last 5-year average and the all-time average both sit at 0, however. Looks like, historically speaking, moving into the month of August, there is a upward trend for the pair. Trend reading is -2, and again, that just means that this pair is moving down respectively. And we have GDP growth, inflation, unemployment, and interest rates all have scores of -1, and we can look at that breakdown right here. Euro GDP growth 0.7%, Inflation sits at 8.9%. Canadian dollars 0.8%. GDP growth and 8.1% inflation. Euro unemployment 6.6% and interest rate 0.5%, and Canada unemployment 4.9% and 2.5% interest rates. And then again, here is our written scanner output summary. So feel free to read this if you're interested. And there we go. So that is our breakdown of our top buy and top sell today in the A1 Edgefinder. Remember, there's lots of other things that you can do with the Edgefinder. We have our smart money tracker, which I do videos on every Monday now, breaking down this. We also have fundamental analysis, economic news, inflation, interest rate, unemployment, GDP growth. So much information for you to help you navigate the market. Really is a very useful tool. Our homepage gives a summary of pretty much everything that we have in the Edgefinder. Our top 5 buys, top 5 sells, our strongest trends. So yeah, again, if you're interested in getting the tool, you can do that in the link in the description. Hope you all have a great week, and we will see you next time.